Howdy, John Grady Cole here, and this is my Draw My Life video. Okay guys, so let's get started. I grew up down in Texas, and when I was really young, my mom and dad split up. My mom went to the city in hopes of becoming an actress, and for my dad, well, he wasn't around too often. Yeah, I know, not the best family life. I was raised mainly by mi abuela. She really took care of me, and even though she came to us for work from Mexico, it really felt like she was part of the family. So she and I lived on a ranch together with a bunch of animals and all that. Growing up, Rollins was a really good friend of mine. He was your typical, scrawny, immature teenage boy. When I was 16, I decided to leave Texas for Mexico, with my best friend Rollins, of course. I guess we was just looking for something more, so we took our horses and just left. On the way, we ran into this kid named Blevins. That wasn't his real name, though. We just called him that. He was only 13 years old. That's awfully young to be traveling alone. But the funny thing is, this little rascal had the best looking horse I'd ever seen. I don't know. From the start, I think me and Rollins knew he was going to cause us some trouble. There was just one time when we were traveling where Blevins completely freaked. Apparently, the kid was deathly afraid of thunderstorms. So when a storm hit, he took off his clothes, abandoned his horse, and just ran off. Superstition, I guess. By the time we found him, he was naked and his horse was stolen. Kid even wanted to steal his horse back. We couldn't let him do it by himself, so we went into town with him in the middle of the night and got his horse back. But then the people in the town heard us and started chasing us, so we had to split up. Me and Rollins ended up not being able to find him after that, so we just left. Fortunately, after that disaster, me and Rollins stumbled upon a ranch. It was amazing there. There were so many horses. I was so good at my job that I got promoted in just 2 days. And well guys, you guessed it, I met a girl. Her name was Alejandra, and ella fue muy bonita. She had the most beautiful blue eyes and gorgeous, shining dark hair. I could have sworn right there and then that she was the prettiest girl I ever did see. There was just one problem. She was the daughter of Don Hector, the ranch's owner. I know, but I really liked her. I even let her ride my horse. Life was great. I had a beautiful girlfriend, and Don Hector really seemed to like me. I was living the life. Until I met Alejandra's great Aunt Alfonso. She was a bitter old woman who didn't like the sight of me and Alejandra together. Something about me ruining her image. Whatever, I wasn't about to listen to some grumpy old lady, so I kept on with Alejandra. The next day, Rollins and I were taken away by the Mexican police. In retrospect, this probably had something to do with Blevins stealing his horse back a while ago. We actually met up with him on the way to prison. Poor kid had both his feet broken. One day, we drove out to an abandoned area, and the police captain forced him outside. Rollins and I heard a bang, and well, the captain came back on the bus alone. Rollins and I then arrived at the jail by ourselves. It was a rough place. We were harassed and forced to fight for our lives every day. We were brought to another inmate named Emilio, and he demanded that we give him money. I'm guessing he thought we was rich or something, and when he found out we weren't, well, he was not happy. Rollins ended up getting stabbed by one of Emilio's guys. He was hurt real bad, but he didn't die. We were separated when the prison orderlies took him to the infirmary. I was alone. I used the last of my money to buy something to defend myself. I'd be needing it soon. Another one of Emilio's men came looking for me. I got him real good, but he hurt me pretty bad also. I was sent to the infirmary where I had time to heal up a bit. Soon enough, the prison warden called for me, handed me some cash, and said that me and Rollins were free to go. The circumstances were pretty mysterious, but I had a pretty good idea of who bailed us out. Rollins had had enough, though. What happened to Blevins and what happened to us in prison was really eating away at him. Sorry, folks, I forgot to draw my hair in this picture, but I made my way back to the ranch while Rollins took a bus back to Texas. I had someone I wanted to speak to. Alfonso told me that it was Don Hector, Alejandra's dad, who tipped off the police about me and Rollins, and that she promised Alejandra that she'd get me out of prison only if Alejandra would not see me anymore. At that moment, I could only think of Alejandra, my love. I had to see her. It was certainly nice to meet with her once again. I asked her to come back to Texas with me, and, well, she refused. Alejandra said that she couldn't leave her family and that she just couldn't go with me. I took her to a train station where I watched her go. I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty devastated. And then something within me, I don't know, just snapped. I was sick of life just pushing me around. I promised myself to take Blevins' horse back, by force if needed. I confronted the captain and demanded that he bring me to Blevins' horse. I managed to walk away with only an injured leg, and as I rode back to Texas on Blevins' horse, I shed a tear for the first time in a long time. I looked around for the horse's rightful owner for a long while, and took the matter to a local judge. I told him my story, and he awarded me Blevins' horse. I made the somber journey back home on my own. Rollins informed me of my father's death, and I learned that my mom sold the ranch, and the distance between me and Rollins just grew. I really had nothing left there, so I departed again, and now I'll see where life takes me.